All right, so are you ready to dive into another deep dive?
Always ready.
Today, we're going to help you get ready for a Harp Maker interview.
Sounds pretty niche.
It is.
Right.
But that's why you're here with us.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to help get you prepared.
And we've got some great resources to help us do just that.
Okay, awesome.
From RoleCatcher.
RoleCatcher.
Yeah, they're an AI-powered platform that helps people, with career guidance and preparing for roles.
Nice.
So we've got career guides.
And
interview guides from them.
Okay.
All focused on harp making.
Awesome.
And they've got some real-world examples and data.
Cool.
To give us the inside scoop on what interviewers are looking for.
All right, I like it.
Did you know there's actually a growing demand for custom-made harps?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's not just repairing old harps anymore?
Not at all.
Okay.
There's an opportunity for really skilled craftspeople who can combine woodworking expertise with their musical knowledge.
It makes sense.
To create these unique instruments.
Okay, that's cool.
But before we get into interviewing questions, let's clarify what a harp maker actually does.
Yeah.
I think it goes beyond...
More than just putting the pieces together, right?
Right. It's more than just putting pieces together.
Yeah.
It really is.
Okay.
Think precision, attention to detail, sanding the wood to absolute perfection, ensuring that the string tension is just right for the tone, and carefully inspecting the finished instrument to guarantee exceptional sound quality.
Yeah, so it's like this blend of craftsmanship and musicality.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And here's a fascinating detail that RoleCatcher points out. Some harp makers are now using CAD software.
Wow. CAD software.
Yeah.
That's a modern twist on a really old craft.
It is.
That's interesting.
It shows how the field's evolving, and being open to new technology is definitely something to highlight in an interview.
Good to know.
Now, the career guide mentions one potential drawback.
Okay.
The demand for harp makers may be a bit lower than for other instruments.
I could see that.
Which could mean a less consistent income.
Right, yeah.
As we said, it is a specialized field.
Yeah, definitely.
However, the guide also points out that growing trend we mentioned earlier, that demand for custom-made harps.
Okay.
And that's where your unique skills become really valuable.
I like that. It's like finding your niche and excelling in it.
Exactly.
So how does RoleCatcher help with that?
Well, they provide real-world examples of harp makers at different career stages. Apprentice, junior, senior, and even master harp maker.
Wow, master harp maker.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They lay out the responsibilities and skills required at each level. So it gives you that roadmap for career progression.
Okay, so let's say you've got the skills.
Right.
You're passionate about harps. You land an interview.
Yes.
What's next?
Well, then it's time to nail those interview questions. And luckily, RoleCatcher provides a bunch of sample questions and advice on how to answer them effectively.
Nice.
Remember, your answers need to be tailored to this very specific role, highlighting what makes you a great harp maker.
Yeah.
Not just a good craftsperson.
Got it.
All right, should we dive into some questions?
Let's do it.
Okay.
What's the first one?
All right, classic opener.
Okay.
Can you describe your experience with woodworking?
Straightforward.
Seems straightforward.
Yeah.
But RoleCatcher emphasizes they're looking for tangible skills.
Okay.
Not just theory.
So instead of just saying, I took a woodworking class.
Right.
I should talk about specific projects I've completed.
Think about the skills you've mastered that are relevant to harp making.
Okay.
Did you build any furniture with intricate joinery?
Okay.
Have you restored antique pieces that require a delicate touch?
I see. So it's about showcasing that precision and attention to detail that harp making demands.
And RoleCatcher's AI can actually analyze your answers.
Wow.
And suggest improvements.
Okay.
For example, it might suggest adding quantifiable results. Like, I built a table using dovetail joinery.
Okay.
Resulting in a sturdy and visually appealing piece.
So it's not just giving generic advice.
No.
It's really like tailoring the feedback.
To that specific job.
Okay.
It helps you connect your skills to the role requirements.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to another common question.
Okay. How do you ensure the quality and durability of the harp you make?
That seems to get to the heart of it.
Exactly.
It's not just about building it. It's about building one that lasts.
Yeah.
And will sound amazing.
And according to RoleCatcher,
okay,
your answer should focus on two things.
Okay.
Your knowledge of materials and your testing procedures.
So I should talk about how I select the wood carefully.
Yes.
Considering the grain, the density, the resonance.
Yeah.
And then explain how I test the string tension.
Yes.
The sound quality. Even conduct stress tests.
It shows you're not just slapping things together.
Yes.
You have a methodical, detail-oriented approach.
Okay.
Which, of course, aligns with the precision required in harp making.
Yeah.
Think of it as explaining your quality control process. Just like a professional luthier would.
Okay.
Now, I bet the interviewer would also be interested.
Yeah.
In the actual process of building a harp. Right. Totally. Yeah.
So can you walk us through the process of making a harp?
Yeah.
Is a question that often comes up.
Okay.
This is where you really get to showcase your passion and knowledge.
Quiet.
RoleCatcher emphasizes it's not just listing the steps, but really conveying your enthusiasm and the intricacies involved.
So I should talk about shaping the wood.
Yes.
Attaching each string.
Yes.
Tuning it to get that perfect tone.
Exactly.
Bringing those details to life.
You got it.
It's about painting a picture with words. Yeah.
Showcasing your deep understanding of the craft.
Awesome.
And don't forget to mention that you're comfortable with that CAD software.
Right, of course.
It shows your forward thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not afraid to embrace the new technology.
It's about balancing tradition with innovation.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about experience, quality control, the making process. What else should we be prepared for?
Let's talk about a question that tests your ability to handle unique requests.
Right.
So, how do you approach custom harp requests from clients?
That's interesting.
This one's crucial.
Yeah.
Because, those custom harps are becoming more and more in demand.
Okay, so this is where my communication skills come in.
Exactly.
My problem-solving skill.
It's about understanding the client's vision.
Yeah.
And translating it into a harp that meets their needs.
Okay.
RoleCatcher suggests highlighting your process for gathering information and translating that information to a tangible design.
Got it.
Imagine a client comes to you wanting a harp with a brighter, a more articulate tone.
Okay.
How would you approach that?
Well, I would first have a detailed conversation with them.
Yes.
To understand their musical style. The type of sound they're looking for. And any aesthetic preferences they have.
Yes.
And then I would explain how those preferences would influence my choice of wood and my design elements.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're demonstrating there that you're collaborative, you value the client's input, and you're able to translate their vision into a tangible design.
This is really helpful.
Yeah.
It's like having a peek behind the curtain to see what those interviewers are looking for.
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI can help fine-tune your answers.
Okay.
Making sure you're hitting the right points. Conveying your message clearly and concisely.
Nice.
But we've only just scratched the surface here.
Oh, no.
We've got many more questions to unpack.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
We have to come back for more of this then.
We do.
All right, I'm ready.
Awesome. Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of harp making.
We've already covered some great interview questions.
We have.
I'm ready for more.
Okay, let's get into a question that can really reveal your deep knowledge of materials.
Okay.
Can you describe your process for selecting the wood used in your harps?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I imagine there's a lot to consider beyond just the type of wood.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
RoleCatcher emphasizes that you need to go beyond simply listing your preferred woods.
Okay.
And explain the why behind your choices.
So if I say I use spruce for the soundboard, I should also explain it's because of its exceptional resonance.
Exactly.
And ability to project sound clearly.
Yes. And, if you prefer maple for the neck and body, you could mention its strength, durability, and beautiful grain pattern.
I see. So it's about demonstrating a deep understanding of how different woods impact the sound and quality of the harp.
And remember, this is where your experience with custom harps can really come in handy.
Right.
You can tailor your answer to show that you select wood based on the client's desired sound and style.
Like if a client wants a brighter, more articulate tone, I might recommend cherry wood.
Right.
while for a warmer, more mellow sound, walnut might be a better choice.
That's a great example.
Okay.
It shows you're not just following a formula, but adapting your approach to meet specific needs.
Now, let's revisit that question.
Okay.
About walking the interviewer through the harp-making process.
Yes.
We talked about conveying passion.
Yeah.
But RoleCatcher also highlights the importance of structure and clarity.
It's easy to get lost in the details, but your answer needs to be organized and easy to follow. Okay. Think of it as a story with a beginning, middle, and end.
Okay, so I should start with the initial design phase.
Yes.
Then move on to wood selection and preparation. The shaping of the body and sandboard.
Yes. The
assembly, stringing, and tuning.
Exactly. And don't forget about those finishing touches. Oh. The sanding, polishing.
Yeah.
Any decorative elements that make each harp unique.
Right. It's about painting a picture with words, guiding the interviewer through each step of the process.
And if you're finding yourself struggling to structure your answer, RoleCatcher's AI can actually analyze your practice responses and provide suggestions.
Like having a virtual coach.
It is.
Helping craft that perfect answer.
Exactly.
That's so helpful.
Yeah.
I can definitely see myself using that feature.
All right, let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
This next question is crucial for demonstrating that you're constantly learning and evolving.
Okay.
How do you stay current with advancements in harp-making technology and techniques?
It's a good question because in a craft that's been around for so long, it's easy to assume things haven't changed that much.
Right.
But I know they have.
But that's not true at all.
Right.
There are always new materials, tools, and techniques emerging.
Yeah.
Think about those CAD software programs.
Right, exactly.
You mentioned earlier.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of how technology is changing the craft.
So how would you answer this question?
Okay.
RoleCatcher suggests mentioning any professional organizations you belong to, workshops or conferences you attend, publications you read, or even online forums where you connect with other harp makers.
That makes sense because it shows you're actively engaged in the community.
Yeah.
Committed to staying at the forefront of the craft.
And don't forget about mentorships.
Oh, right.
If you've learned from experienced harp makers, be sure to highlight those experiences.
Okay.
It shows that you value the wisdom of those who came before you.
Okay, let's get back to custom harps for a second. We touched on this earlier.
We did.
But the question, how do you approach custom harp requests from clients? Deserves more attention.
It does. It's becoming increasingly important to showcase your ability to handle these unique requests.
It's not just about building a harp.
Exactly.
It's about understanding their vision.
Yes.
Translating that into a tangible instrument.
So when a client approaches you with a custom request,
I should start by having a detailed conversation with them.
Exactly.
Understanding their musical style, their aesthetic preferences, maybe even their budget, and any other specific requirement.
Yes, and you could even explain how you present different design options.
Okay.
Maybe even create sketches or mock-ups to help the client visualize that final product.
It's all about being collaborative, attentive to detail, and able to create something truly special that meets their unique needs.
And here's a tip from RoleCatcher's AI.
Okay.
If you have examples of custom harps you've built, bring photos or even a portfolio to the interview.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, visuals can really help you stand out.
I'll definitely put together a portfolio of my best work.
All right, let's tackle a question that might seem a bit unexpected.
Okay.
How do you ensure the safety of your workspace and equipment?
Oh, yes. Safety, essential, but
it is
maybe not the most glamorous aspect.
It's not the most glamorous
of harp making.
But interviewers want to know that you take it seriously.
Okay.
RoleCatcher advises going beyond just stating the obvious.
So instead of just saying, I wear safety glasses, I should really paint a picture of my safety protocols and procedures.
Talk about how you keep your workspace clean, organized, and well lit.
Okay.
Mention that you inspect your tools regularly and always wear appropriate safety gear.
And it's important to address fire safety, too.
Yes.
Especially since I'm working with wood, which is flammable.
Right. Make sure you have a fire extinguisher that you know how to use it.
Okay.
You can also mention any specific safety training
that you've received.
Yeah, that shows that you've really invested in your safety knowledge.
Exactly.
And are committed to creating a safe working environment.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground
Yeah.
in this second part of our deep dive.
We talked about wood selection, staying current with advancements.
Yes.
Handling custom requests.
Yeah.
And ensuring workplace safety.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to feel more prepared for that interview.
Great, but we're not done yet.
Oh.
In part 3, we'll explore some final questions.
Oh, okay.
And delve into how RoleCatcher's AI can help you shape your career path.
I can't wait. I'm ready to dive back in.
Let's do it.
We're on the final part.
Final part, that's right.
Of our Harp Maker interview deep dive.
It's been a journey.
It really has.
Exploring this unique craft.
I know. I feel much more prepared to tackle those interview questions now.
Great.
But we still have some ground to cover.
We do.
What's next in the list?
Well, let's talk about marketing.
This question often comes up.
Okay.
How do you market and promote your harps to potential customers?
It's not enough to just build beautiful instruments.
No.
You need to connect with the right audience.
You got to get them out there.
Yeah.
RoleCatcher highlights the importance of having a strategic approach.
Okay.
Think about your target market.
Right.
Are you aiming for professional harpists?
Okay.
Music students?
Yeah.
Hobbyists?
Right. Once you know your audience.
Right.
You can tailor your marketing efforts accordingly.
Exactly.
I mean, social media is a powerful tool these days.
It is.
I could showcase my work on Instagram, create videos for YouTube, or even connect with harp enthusiasts in online forums.
Those are great ideas. And don't underestimate the power of a well-designed website or an online portfolio.
Yes.
It's a central hub where you can showcase your harps, share your process, and include testimonials from happy clients.
And there are always those traditional methods, like participating in craft fairs and exhibitions.
Absolutely.
It's a chance to connect with people face to face. Let them experience the beauty of your harps firsthand.
Right, and building relationships with music stores, harp teachers, even orchestras can open doors to valuable referrals and collaborations.
Yeah, and this is where RoleCatcher's AI can help.
Yes.
Their platform can analyze your target market, identify effective marketing channels.
Yes.
And even track your results.
Yeah. It's like having a virtual marketing assistant.
It is.
Wow.
Let's move on to a question
that
assesses your problem-solving abilities.
All right.
Can you describe a time when you had to troubleshoot a problem during the harp-making process?
The classic problem-solving question.
It is a classic.
But it's an opportunity to shine.
Yes.
Show them you can think on your feet and overcome challenges. Remember, RoleCatcher emphasizes the importance of providing a specific example, not just general statements.
Right. Okay.
So let's say you encountered a crack in the soundboard during the bending process.
Okay. Yeah.
How would you handle that?
Well, I would carefully assess the damage first.
Okay.
I would research different repair methods, then choose the best approach based on the severity of the crack and the type of wood.
Right.
I'd explain the steps I took and the reasoning behind my choices.
Perfect. And don't be afraid to share what you learned from the experience.
Yeah.
It shows you're constantly growing and improving your craft.
Yeah, challenges are inevitable in any craft, but it's how you handle them that sets you apart.
Let's tackle another question related to time management.
Okay.
Can you describe a time when you had to work under a tight deadline to complete a harp?
Again, it's crucial to provide a specific example. Maybe I had a client who needed a harp urgently for a performance.
Right.
I would explain how I prioritized tasks, managed my time effectively, and delivered a high-quality harp on time.
And if you used any tools or techniques for time management, like project management software or a detailed schedule, this is a good time to mention them.
Yeah, it shows organization.
Yes.
And a systematic approach to my work.
Exactly.
And I think honesty is key here, too.
It is.
If you faced any unexpected challenges, be upfront about them.
Yeah.
Explain how you overcame them.
It shows resourcefulness.
Right.
And adaptability.
So we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
In this 3-part deep dive.
It's been a lot.
We've explored the craft of harp making, the challenges, the rewards.
The reward.
And most importantly, how to ace that interview.
How to ace it.
And RoleCatcher has been an invaluable resource throughout this whole journey. I mean, their AI-powered platform. It's a game changer for anyone navigating their career path.
I agree.
It's incredible how AI can personalize the job search and interview process.
It's amazing.
I feel much more confident and prepared now.
That's great to hear.
Remember, though, the interview is just the beginning.
It is just the beginning.
Once you land that job, the real learning and growth continue.
That's the exciting part.
It is. Embrace every opportunity to hone your skills.
Yeah.
And never lose sight of the passion that drew you to harp making in the first place.
It's all about the passion.
It is.
It'll fuel your success.
Yeah.
And enable you to create beautiful music.
For years to come.
For years to come.
That's a perfect note to end on.
It is.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
On this deep dive into the world of harp making.
We hope you enjoyed it.
We hope you found it insightful and inspiring.
Yes, and if you're seeking guidance on your own career journey, be sure to check out RoleCatcher.
RoleCatcher?
Yeah, their AI-powered tools can help you achieve your goals and reach your full potential.
Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring,
and keep creating